Hey everybody, Phil Carew here from Comedy Cigars and Music, and today the cigar for review is the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill. So off the foot and wrapper, I'm getting some Barnyard, a little bit of spice, some dark chocolate, and off the foot in particular, I'm getting a ton of milk chocolate. Alright, right out of the gate here, getting some sweet tobacco, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of, I would say, milk chocolate. On the finish, some more sweet tobacco there. A little bit of a charred meat, kind of, maybe like a beef jerky there. A little bit of spice coming in now. Chili pepper spice, all the way at the back of the throat, just a little bit. Retrohale, some earth, a little bit of that sweet tobacco, a little bit of chocolate in the retrohale too. All right, cool. Every Crowned Heads I've had has just put out massive amounts of smoke, which is nice. I was excited to try this cigar. I have not really had anything from Crowned Heads yet that I haven't enjoyed. Had the Imperiosa, the Headley Grange Chamuco Limited Edition 2019, the Juarez. If you haven't had any of those, you need to try those too. Okay, I'm going to continue smoking this, and I will see you guys with the power of editing in just a second. All right, so we're into the first third here a little bit, or quite a bit actually. Still kind of getting that chocolate, a little bit of earth, a little bit of that charred meat. That chili pepper spice is, the intensity is not picking up, it's just more prominent as far as like where it's at. Like now it's kind of coating my whole tongue, back of the top of my mouth. It's good. The aroma off the smoke off the foot of the cigar is kind of like a nice chocolate cream with a little bit of spice in there and just a hint of fruitiness, kind of like if you were eating a like a chocolate mousse and somebody sprinkled like a little pepper on it. And then the way I think is the best description of the fruitiness in there is like if a guy comes by on a unicycle wearing one of those propeller hats and he just dashes some fruit over in your chocolate mousse. Yeah, that's the exact aroma. It's a perfect description. The band on this feels like it is going to come right off whenever I need it to come off, which I can appreciate that. I've had some bands before that are like spot welded on, which I'm not putting that down. I'm not, I'm not trying to cause any cigar wars here. Just saying, when the bands come off easy, it's nice. That's all I'm saying. Keep spot welding. We need welders. So some information about the, some butter, nice. Anyway, some information about this cigar. This cigar was inspired by Johnny Cash's rendition of Cocaine Blues, which is cool. That's cool. I like Johnny Cash. I don't know who doesn't like Johnny Cash. I think everybody likes Johnny Cash. My favorite Johnny Cash song, I actually like a lot of them, if I'm being honest. I mean, Ring of Fire is like a classic. Folsom Prison Blues is probably one of my top by far. I actually got to play that song when I was in a band one time. That was really fun. We had like a guest guitarist, maybe a guest acoustic guitarist and vocalist come up and play with our band. That was a lot of fun. I like playing that song. I also like A Boy Named Sue. I think that song's hilarious. That cracks me up. That song really cracks me up. If you guys have had this cigar before, I would like to know what you guys think. It's just kind of cool hearing what other people got to say about them. So, if you've had it before, let me know. This stain, I will say, this wrapper is very, very toothy. It's like every time I go to take a draw, it's like a little massage from the lips. Very toothy. All right, that's enough of me yammering. I will catch you guys up here sometime in the second third. All right, cool. I was just getting ready to show you guys the ash and it just fell off. Not a lot of transitions here in the second third. No big deal. Consistent cigar, nothing wrong with that. My dog's licking the window. It's worth mentioning, I have gotten barbecue sauce out of the cigar a couple times. That's pretty good. I like barbecue sauce. Don't mind that. I will say that with the Crown Heads I've had, they have some of the more flavorful cigars that I've had. And that's not a knock on any other cigar. But they've had some of the more flavorful ones. I've really enjoyed smoking Crown Heads. I don't think I'm alone in that. Retrohale still getting a very nice earth in there. There's like a little hint of maybe like on the Retrohale, right in between a black pepper spice and a chili pepper spice. Very smooth though, very smooth Retrohale. The finish is more of a kind of sweet tobacco earth with just a very, I'm just catching a very subtle note of chocolate in there. The chocolate's real subtle. So more like, if you're looking for the prominent flavors, more like an earth and a sweet tobacco. The flavors on their own, just through the draw, earth, black pepper spice, and the same as on the finish. With the flavors in the draw, just a very subtle chocolate. And it's more of a, I'd say it's more of a milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate. It's more of a milk chocolate. Alrighty, I'm going to smoke this down a little bit more, and once again, through the power of modern editing, I will see you guys in a second. Second, not second. It doesn't end with a T, it ends with a D. Alright, coming to the end of the second third here. So about halfway into the second third, the flavors kind of died out. And all I was really getting on the flavors, Retrohale, and finish was all earth. Then it kind of started opening back up. So flavor-wise, I've been getting some chocolate, some earth. I got kind of a sweet oakiness. That transitioned into a honey, and then back to a sweet oakiness. On the finish, a little bit of earth, black pepper spice every so often. On the Retrohale, earth, and a lot of black pepper spice. And then as I'm getting here, like I said at the end of the second third here, leather is kind of starting to come in flavor-wise. 2 touch-ups on the burn in the second third. I'm going to smoke this down through the final third, and I will catch you guys up in just a second. Final third. Flavor-wise, a lot of oakiness and a lot of black licorice. Pretty good here in the end. Also, flavor-wise, a little bit of chocolate and some pretzel. On the Retrohale, some earth, black pepper spice. On the finish, earth, a lot of leather. A lot of leather and a little bit of chocolate. Also some chocolate in the flavor too, if I didn't say that. The chocolate just kind of peeks in. It's just very subtle. Very subtle. The aroma off the foot is still that nice creamy chocolate. Just the creamy chocolate, no more the guy on the unicycle with the propeller hat. Smoke time is going to be just at an hour and a half. Hour and 30 minutes. Guys, as always, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Until next time, guys, be cool to each other, and I will see you soon.